We have received another oven board from a customer saying that their oven just doesn't turn on. So what we're gonna do is take a look at that top board. So first step, let's remove it. So I have 2 clips we're gonna remove. Just gotta wiggle out this piece of plastic here. Same on the other side. There we go. And then we can go ahead and pinch this in, lift it up. Same on the other side. And then this whole unit should slide out. Now that we've separated both circuit boards, let's take a look at the backside of the yellow one. So this big relay over here is the one we're going to want to focus on. Looking at the backside, one of the pins has a lot of burning, so it's very obviously this is going to be our issue here and the cause of the oven not working. So what we're going to want to do is remove it. So we're going to desolder the relay out of the board. One of the things I'm going to do is actually add a little bit of solder first and then desolder the joint. And that's just going to help me get a little bit better flow because some of that old solder is very burnt, and so it's not going to allow for proper heat transfer, and this is going to help us. We're going to do the same for this joint over here. And this is a big pad, so it's going to take a little bit of extra heat. And this one we're going to use our desolder pump and finish it off with the desolder wick. Same thing with this joint. And then finally these 2 down here. All right, and now the relay should come right out, just like that. Our next step is to test it and make sure that it's fully functional. The way we're doing this is doing a short check between the 2 leads over here, and there should not be a short, but once we apply 9 volts over here to these 2 pins, we should get a short. My multimeter is in beep mode, so it should start beeping once I apply voltage. All right, and when I'm applying the continuous 9 volts, we're getting a short. That means the relay is engaging and connecting those 2 pins to one another, which will then allow the oven to actually turn on. Now let's do that actually one more time. So I'm going to put 1 lead on this leg here, 1 lead over here. We get a short, and when I connect the 9-volt battery, it no longer has a short. So that does mean when we inject that 9 volts, our relay is no longer connecting these 2 pins, but then these 2 pins to one another and disconnecting these. So this does confirm our relay is good. We can go ahead and install it back in the circuit board. Kind of holding the relay from the bottom, we're going to go ahead and just solder in a couple of these joints, and we'll touch them back up in a second. Okay. There we go. All right, and that does it. That is all 5 of our joints are soldered back on. Let's do a quick cleanup to remove some of that flux. All right, so while I do believe that we did complete our repair here, there's just a couple more steps we'll want to do, which is check the rest of the board for cracked solder joints. If the relay here had a cracked solder joint, it is very possible other high voltage line on the board may also suffer from the same issue, so we'll just do a quick check there. The most common area we see cracked joints are on these kind of connectors over here, as well as these connectors here, so that's what we'll check. So these are the contact points on the other side, and these look okay. I don't see anything suspicious here. That looks fine. And then looking over here at this connector, this pin over here, I can see the beginnings of a crack. We have a nice ring around it. Same with this one. And then some of the others a little bit, but not as noticeable. So we are definitely going to want to reflow this whole area. I'm going to start by adding some flux. And then we're also going to do these guys down here. And I don't think it's necessary, but I am going to actually add just a tad bit, little more solder to each one of these joints as well. It's going to make the reflow process a little easier. And I did miss this one. Do a quick cleanup as well. And we'll finish it off with the toothbrush. Get rid of those fibers. That concludes our repair. If you liked the video, make sure to leave us a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.